Ambassador about daily update TV. So we final conclusion and the high court so international or the final conclusion of all four seats about area. Now no na Dr. Rashid Tanko da Fiama Paul Edwizzi Tamakulu, the head of NDC legal team. Almost recollate results on there. Kiane Ken and Omontiasi into almost fale appeal application a omo stop saa city ni nyina omo si enquiry collation Okake Central tema Okake North Sema Central Okake Central Tema Central Teiman South and one of the seats omo file appeal omo so omo there what they know about the law say when the returning officer declared and a result there is no recollection to omo say fine court to at this message all the four seater declare my MPP for so omo recollection na omo hu baby asusu ade body ho but for omo say omo ntiase na ntiase china the conclusion ni nyina na court ni nyina say recollection ni nyina NDC for say omo ntiase omo file appeal file application almost they ato ho say they will stop those recollection on my call high court order is necessary or monkoye before the swearing in yanko tie NDC paying for on this note.
Okaikwe Central entered the High Court today. And so, as we speak now, the High Court may have been done with its job, but the parties certainly are not done. Grace.
My colleague there bringing us those updates from the Accra High Court. Let's go back to him. He has more for us.
Dr. Computer Tanko, who also wants to speak more on this matter. The Honorable Roxanne Nelson H. Dafiamakwa has already told us that we should be expecting some response from the party, which most likely will depart from what we have seen today. Is that the same impression I'm getting from you?
Let me put it on record. They have brought a bucket full of lies and pour it in front of the judge. And he also succumbed to those lies, packed of lies, bucket full of lies. Told them a story that happened. And those stories were not cross-examined. It didn't lie in his purview. Because you know what justice means, natural justice means. Somebody has come to tell you pack of lies. This thing happened. And yet those people were not cross-examined by anybody. And he ruled in favor of those lies. You allow us, you think that we are going to allow this to stand?
Is it your position that in this case also, in today's, in the process leading to the judgment today also, your party was not duly heard?
We were heard on an issue of mandamus. We were not heard on the substantive issue of what transpired at the collation center. It has nothing to do with that. The writ and the affidavit attached to it, if they were asking us to now come and defend on the issues, we would have asked them to come and we'll cross-examine them.
Is that not changing the case into a full election petition?
That is what he has done. He has ruled based on the full-blown of the matter. So why should we expect as a party, NDC, to allow this kind of charade to continue? We are not going to accept it. We have filed a process. Nobody is going to do any collation whatsoever at that place. We are telling them we will not accept it. We are going to resist it. With all the legal powers that we have, we are going to resist it. We have done the processes, and we are telling them the EC, they should stop being lawless. If they do anything lawless against this, we will come after them.
Well, two important voices in the NDC that you have heard. You have heard Dr. Rashid Tanko, Computer. He has also just reiterated practically, basically, what the Honorable Dafiamakwa has said, that the party is not taking what has happened. Well, the court has spoken, but they disagree, and they will not take it lying down, as the expression goes. They will, of course, file some processes on this matter and ensure that it is changed. Well, the indication I'm getting from both voices is that this was an election petition that was heard and not an application to compel a public officer to do his or her duty. That is the argument that the NDC side is making. We want to pick some voices from the NPP side as well, so that we see what the position from the NPP side would be. But I can see the candidate for Okaiko Central on the ticket of the NDC, Mr. Baba Sadiq, who is coming out, and we'll just try to have some word first with a lawyer for director of legal for the NDC. I am picking a lot of dissatisfaction from your side on the decision of the court today. Some of your people are saying this has become an election petition that has been heard and not a mandamus application. Director of Legal Affairs, what is the direction of the party going? No, I know that it becomes the order until you take an action. So what is the action that we are expecting from the NDC going forward?
Council, you've heard the decision of the court. What is your initial reaction?
Oh, like I said in court, you can only oblige what the judge say. I must say that it is something that we anticipated. So we came to court prepared with our notices of appeal. And as you can see, immediately the judgment was read, we ran to the registry of the court to file the respective notices of appeal in respect of the 4 affected constituencies, as you can see. So with us here is the notice of appeal and the subsequent stay application. It is something that we knew was going to happen. With the ruling on the prelim, it was clear where the judge was going. And so we took preemptive steps to do what is needful. So I can tell you, and as you can confirm, we have the respective notices of appeal. We have them here. And we'll take steps right now to get them, the legal requirement. The order must be served on the Electoral Commission before they can proceed. And like my lord said, they are now working on the order. We have our stay application, we have the notice of appeal, and we take steps. This matter is not ending here. And let nobody be deceived. This matter cannot end here. Because you see, the matters raised, and if you are in court, it was as though my lord was hearing an election petition. This is a mandamus application, for Christ's sake. And that is all that I will say. So we'll take all the steps.
But time is also running out. Time is running out. How are you dealing with the issue of time?
No, first of all, the court itself said because of the election and the nature, expeditious trial will be permitted. And we have taken steps timeously. Look at the time the judgment or the rulings were delivered, and look at the time we filed our respective notices of appeal. That is the speed with which we want to do it, and we have taken all the necessary precautions.
Thank you, Honorable. But let me speak to some of the candidates also. Let me just find out. You were
on or before January 6th. Alfred, what do we know about the Teiman South constituency before the December 7 elections and even after declaration was made in that area?
Well, the video that we just saw, there's a history to it. This constituency in 2020 recorded the death of some persons as a result of violence that characterized the parliamentary elections declaration in that same Teiman South constituency. You'll recall that that was one of the constituencies that had their results delayed a bit in 2020. It came through after 2-3 days because of the violence that led to the death of people. That hasn't been also accounted for as we speak. As we speak now, no persons have been arrested because of that particular, the killing of these people in Teiman South. Now, going into this election, with that history in mind, you have the NDC consistently making that position clear that they were not going to sit to have what happened in 2020 repeat itself. Because in their minds, but for the violence, maybe they would have won Teiman South. But with what we saw as well, the violence was not only at the collation center. What is on the screen right now is the Constituency Collation Center where the ballot papers, the papers you see on the floor are ballot papers that were destroyed by the angry supporters. You see them holding the NDC there. In fact, this is in the Bono East region. When this violence incident took place, that led to the declaration by the
Alfred, let's connect with Sisters,
and
then we'll come back to that Teiman South history. Sisters, if you can hear us, talk to us about the declaration or the results from the court on the Teiman South constituency.
The full complement of the orders of the High Court regarding the final one, the Teiman South constituency. We know that the court has ordered also a recollation of the results of the Teiman South constituency as well. In your shot now, you can see the lawyers heading out, and of course, security is tight. Security is tight. I can see former Attorney General Marietta Repeal walking out. Just right behind her, I see Dominic Ayene, former Deputy Attorney. I see Joyce Bauer, who spoke for then candidate Mahama. A host of other lawyers who are coming out of the courtroom now. We are still waiting to see the candidate, the parties themselves, the people who brought these applications to court. And also, you can hear singing has erupted. We can now confirm authoritatively that the High Court has ordered that all collation in all 4 constituencies be done for the constituencies. We will try to speak to some of the people who came in this matter. Let me just try to speak with Ebi Bright and some of the lawyer Dafimapo is speaking.
The evidence before the court in respect of Teiman Central, uncontroverted, was that it was not the case that, as alleged by the applicant, that there was no collation. Indeed, there was a collation and a declaration. But that out of 148 pink sheets, 146 were collated, save 2 that the NDC opposed. Now, we opposed those 2 pink sheets on grounds that they were fabricated after the close of polls on December 7th at 5 p.m. Now, we invited the presiding officers in respect of those 2 polling stations. They came to admit that when the polls closed, they were tired, they were exhausted. So they brought the pink sheets to the office of the EC, and they were instructed by their EC Metro director to complete them. How do you complete a pink sheet in the office of the EC after polls have closed?
Were you giving copies of these?
They gave us a duplicate. The duplicates, therefore, the duplicates that we had, the pink sheets in dispute. I want everybody to appreciate this matter today. The 2 pink sheets in dispute in Teiman Central, the duplicates that we have, that was how I was able to detect it. The duplicate did not contain the information contained on the original that the EC was urging upon us to approve. Why? The duplicates that we have did not have the name of the presiding officer, his signature, the year of the elections, and the time of close of polls at the polling station. And date, that is the year of the election. That's the date. This was a requirement in pursuance of Regulation 43 of CI 127 and Regulation 3923 of CI 127.
You have a right.
Hold on. So we disputed. And they were insisting that it should be admitted. This was what generated the entire controversy. Today, so if the court says, in view of all this, by a mandamus application, go and collect it, do you think me, the farmer, I will agree that those 2 pieces be collated when they are in dispute? No. It is not a mandamus that will correct it. It is a full-blown trial, so that the person who deposed to affidavit that the pieces were in dispute, who will be put on the stand, then I'll cross-examine him. That you have admitted that the pieces were completed, for instance, in your office, after our agents, the polling agents of all the contestants have left. So the law does not permit you to complete pink sheets in your office and come and give to candidate to accept.
So, Honorable, obviously you disagree.
Of course we disagree.
What's the way forward?
I think we'll advise ourselves, and I'm sure by the close of day, you know the position of the party in this
Because
matter.
you have less than 2 days to go.
Yes, I'm saying, we are working today, Saturday. Right now, where we are, tomorrow is even material as a non-working day. We can be working tomorrow. So by close of today, the party's position in this matter, you will be advised and you will know. But this is not the end.
This is the central. Would you throw some more, share some views?
In fact, if we were in court, the court appears to be rehashing the same facts in respect of all the other respective constituencies. So, for instance, Teiman South, the judge mentioned 62 pink sheets, when indeed that was not the issue in respect of Teiman South. Okaikwe Central, there were not 62 pink sheets. The judge was mentioning 62 pink sheets. So why? When you write a ruling, who corrected him? Gary Numaku corrected him from the bar. Do you stand at the bar and correct the content of a judgment being delivered by a judge? You bring an application on notice for correction of judgment in terms of facts.
Couldn't it be
It could not. It could. Please. I will not go on that path with you. I am saying that where a lawyer stands at the bar and be correcting the content of a ruling delivered by the judge, we have a problem.
All right. So yes, the decision may have been rendered. The decision may have been rendered, but there are lots and lots of concerns that remain in this matter. Grace, you can hear that. Well, all applications have been granted. All 4 applications have been granted by the court. The Electoral Commission, by the grant of this application, is compelled to recollate the results in all of the 4 constituencies that came before the court. And this would be Ablekuma North, Teiman Central,